Okay, I'm making this video on a story, a spooky story I have. So just for visual aid, I have this Medusa looking witch here and her two ghouls. Uh, this is a story about a house in Chicago where I used to live with my aunt and my cousins when we were little. And in this house, a lot of weird things happen. It's got its history, people died in that house. I'm not gonna get specific, but there's people, a lot of people that have died like violently, and you hear things and see things in this house. The house is abandoned at this time, but when I was little there, I remember seeing two figures, like black shadows, walking around, like sneaking around, and very clearly. I was like 3 years old, and I remember I told my mother, like, "What is that, Mom? There's somebody there." And she'll be like ignoring me. She'll be like, "Oh, those are the angels. Go to sleep." Yeah, they were angels, but not the good kind. So that's one part where I see shadow people, basically. And then she went to the washroom one night, and by the time she went to the washroom, there was this lady that looked old, and she was glowing. She had long, very long white hair. She stood at the step of the bed, and she just stared at me with her long eyes, and then she turned around and she kind of looked flat, kind of like this flat, and she started spinning and she disappeared. And that stayed with me for a long time because I don't know what the hell that was. And it turns out that there used to be a witch, a lady that practiced witchcraft, and she killed herself and she stabbed herself, and they found a picture of her. My aunt has it, or had it, and so that house has some history, and also I remember this, like, my father found a wallet inside the wall. I don't know how, but this wallet had like all this duct tape wrapped over and over and over and over. It was like a big ball, and we thought it was gonna be money in it, and there was a paper, folded paper like this, and when you unfold it, it had like a hand like this, and painted in different colors. Each finger was a different color, and we had symbols, and it was like kind of like the paint was like chalk, so it was dusty. And so he told me that's witchcraft. He grabbed the paper, he threw the coloring thing in the toilet, and he burned the paper. And he had an ID, and it was this black lady. I guess she was into witchcraft. And so we also found that in that same house. And the house, like a lot of my cousins saw different things. They saw a little girl. They seen hear things. I used to hear like a moaning by the door, where sometimes you look at wood and you see pictures like that that look like a person. Well, I used to see like a figure of a woman, and it used to moan like, "Ugh," And so that house, I figure I made this video because there's a lot of things that happen in the house, and I'm not gonna go into another tragedy, but it happened. And it's just unexplained how things like that happen. There was two tragedies in the house, which I will not talk about, just for my cousin's sake. But it happened, and who knows now? Like, I feel sorry for the people that move into that house now. Yeah, and there's another, real quick. Like, there was even a Ouija story, which I'll make another video on that because they were playing with the witchboard and something happened. But yeah, that's. I just figured I put this stupid Medusa witch here for representation because I have no visual aids. I'm not gonna bother and make look for graphics on the internet. This is just a story that really happened, and if you have scary stories, like you could share them with me. Like I like scary stories. So, all right, I'll see you guys. Bye bye.